A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Wednesday, May 3rd. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Congressman Pat Ryan was joined by firefighters on Tuesday to roll out his Fighting for Our Firefighters plan. Ryan is a member of the Congressional Fire Services Caucus and met with several area departments, both career and volunteer. His Firefighting for Our Firefighters plan includes several different bills that he's sponsoring, including one for cancer.
Making sure that we can catch these cancers and other diseases that folks are getting exposed to. So another key tenet of the legislation is ensuring we're actually testing firefighters, and that's covered under all your healthcare plans at annual medical exams and at other screenings. So this should be common sense that we're testing for this. We're not, and I think it's disgraceful that we're not. So this legislation makes sure that we do that.
Ryan says in Congress his job is to deliver for everyone who puts on a uniform and protects the country. Last week, Orange County rolled out its mobile health vehicle, and in Dutchess County, that county is now rolling out a new mobile health RV funded with a $250,000 grant secured by Assemblywoman Dee Dee Barrett. The unit will be available to serve residents throughout the county, particularly rural areas where resources may be more limited. John King Jr. became Chancellor of the SUNY system in January, and Tuesday he was working to complete a goal of visiting all campuses this semester. Dr. King wants to get the message out that there's a spot for everyone to expand their education at SUNY.
As Micron comes to central New York, we've got a great opportunity to make New York the Silicon Valley of the semiconductor industry. We've got to grow programs in engineering tech, in mechatronics, as well as our engineering programs.
King made his comments after visiting with faculty in the criminal justice and nursing programs at SUNY Ulster. 2 Republican candidates for Pleasant Valley Town Board can stay on the ballot despite a court challenge by Democrats. Acting State Supreme Court Justice Edward McLaughlin ruled. Democratic Councilman Frank Mazzella challenged the nominating petitions of GOP Town Board candidates Jennifer Adams and John Dunn, arguing they were defective since they did not differentiate between Town Board and Town Supervisor positions. The suit argues the supervisor is a member of the town board, therefore the petition language was ambiguous. But Justice McLaughlin ruled in a May 1st decision that each petition is sufficiently informative so as to preclude any reasonable possibility of confusing or deceiving the signers, voters, or the Board of Elections regarding whether each respondent sought the position of town supervisor or town councilman. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
Ulster County Executive Jen Metzger has committed to signing a local law designating affordable housing as an Ulster County public purpose and creating the legal foundation for the county to develop, maintain, manage, and provide affordable housing. She says there's a housing shortage not only locally but nationwide.
To address this long term, we have to expand the supply of housing that people can afford. That's just the bottom line. So I'm presenting a proposal to the legislature in the coming weeks to create a housing action fund to help catalyze the development of green, energy efficient, affordable housing for our residents.
Metzger proposed creating a housing trust fund with an initial investment of $15 million, about 15% of the current budget surplus, to ramp up the development of housing that residents can afford. Dutchess County ended 2022 with a fund balance, so-called rainy day fund, of $72.5 million and provide some ability to mitigate negative economic impacts or new cost shifts from the state or federal government, county officials said. County Executive Bill O'Neill said they need to be ever vigilant as to know how quickly conditions can change, particularly as the state's seeking to push down more costs on county taxpayers in the 2023-24 state budget. In 2022, with fund balance reserves of $119.5 million, the county cut taxes, paid down debt, and funded critical projects with cash rather than financing through bonds. The county also established a housing trust fund with $12.3 million in unassigned fund balance. Of that, $9.3 million will come from the Federal American Rescue Plan. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.